up the touchdown previously. Your defense held on strong, but, man, you couldn't have asked for a more disastrous ensuing drive by the Tigers. And when you get the ball at the 1 yard line, Greg, most times you're just trying to get out in enough space. That way, if you're forced to punt, you can kind of flip the field. And I think that was more or less the Tigers' intention, just trying to get out of harm's way, but unable to get out of their own way. As just a lapse on the pooch punt. These Chieftains continue to get after it. As now you're going to have Parks on the return, it looks like. And Parks,
13.
He's going to. So, Greg, after the blocked punt on their last drive.
I was going to say, I would not have guessed that the first points in this game would have came off a blocked punt.
Unbelievable. Get a chance to go to the sideline, grab a drink of water, and then they got to march right back out there and answer. Drive will start from about 35. And immediately Parks.
Interesting.
Actually
throw some blockers out in front. Yeah.
Put in a direct snap. Get 5. But you get about 5 yards on first down there. Now it's going to be 2nd and 6. Right around the 39. Now you're going to have Parks back in there in the gun. Gayhart on his hip. You have 2 down at the bottom of your screen. And 3 hands down for the Chieftains.
Oh, nice.
As Parks just tries to tuck it and run behind that big wall of Tigers. Not much doing, Greg, as he's going to get a fall and get about 2 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I know Connor spoke with the Chieftains earlier this week, and they spoke about how they know Seneca East has a lot of offensive formations, and they were going to be prepared for that. And you've already seen it here a few times. Different people in the backfield, different people lined up in different spots. Just a quick out there.
Yeah, Sparks out of the gun. Finds Aiden Zach for a fresh set of downs, and that's going to move the chains, Eric. Going to bring up a Greene'S electrical first down. You got to get a little bit of that electric back if you're the Seneca East Tigers, as Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, they unplugged you after an impressive defensive stand. Parks rolls out.
Uh-oh.
He's going to tug it and run.
Oh.
Parks
looking to load something up, send it downfield there. Saw there was nothing there, and he just took off up the middle.
Yeah, Mason Reinhardt grabs on to Parks. And now another down and distance situation, 2nd and 9. And the Tigers now have the ball at midfield. Right on the big HL here in Bascom, Ohio, Greg. Parks in the gun. He's got Gayhart on his hip. Parks on the run. Rolls out of the pocket. He sends it sailing down.
It's a little too much on that one.
Pass intended for Aiden Zach. Matthew Wyman in on the coverage. As that one was just kind of thrown away, Greg.
Yeah, trying to make something happen there, but.
And with 1:05 here in the first stanza of action in this Division VI Region 22 playoff matchups, the Tigers facing a 3rd and 9 after giving up a huge touchdown punt block return by the Chieftains, making this a 6-0 ball game. Parks rolls out once again. He's going to find Zach in the flat. It's going to be enough for a first down, and the chains continue to move. Down under a minute in the first quarter of action. That's another Seneca East first down, brought to you by Greene'S Plumbing and Electric.
Big time first down there. You want to stay in this game. You want to prove that you can move this ball down the field.
And the one thing you can't allow if you're the Chieftain defense is to allow Parks to get in a rhythm. Even when the
he's so dangerous when he rolls out.
Even when the Chieftains bring the pressure, that rollout, that boot option that's there for Parks, Parks just going to tuck it and run. He's going to run behind Gayhart. Gayhart springs the block, and I think Parks might roll up for about 5 on the play.
Yeah, grabbed a couple more there than it looked like originally. Must have squirmed his way through the pile there.
About 15 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. Can't thank you enough for joining us here on Heart of Ohio Sports, live and paywall free for this round 2 playoff action here from Bascom, Ohio, between these old MAO rivals. And this one's just going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Here from Bascom, the Chieftains on top, 6-0 over the Seneca East Tigers, Nate.
We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
And we're back here, Bascom, Ohio. Start of the second quarter. Chieftains lead 6-0. Nicholas Parks back to pass on 2nd and 6. And this time he's going to take off and run with it. And he's stopped up by some Chieftains right about the line of scrimmage. He might have got a yard on the play, but that's about it.
All that, one of the things that you're going to see out of these Chieftains, they're going to try to keep contained here.
Big third down here.
So 3rd and 4 now by the Tigers. They definitely don't want this drive to stall at the top of the second quarter here, as you're going to have Parks alone in the backfield on the quick draw. And he's going to be met right around. Ugh, he's not going to get any favoritism here at home. He's going to be short. Going to bring up a 4th and 1, Greg. What's the call here?
Man,
is this 4-down territory?
There, but again, look at this defense just closing in, making a wall and just smashing.
For the longest time, I didn't know if Ed Phillips had a punt in his playbook.
There you go, boy, here on 4th and 2.
It's a pooch punt. They're going to try to get the defense to jump. And there's Coach Phillips. No, 4th down, they're going to go for it. It's batted at the line.
Wow.
Incomplete.
That initial read, Parks just should have dumped it then. He allowed the pump fake, and I get a good read by the linebacker core there. I think that one kind of came back to bite him, Nate.
It absolutely did, Tommy. You're absolutely right.
In that situation, you're kind of looking just for the quick slant.
For those of you watching, wondering, hey, where's our YouTube? It's good now. We're online. We are good on YouTube now. Everything's updated. So
wow, just you see that big bear paw up there.
And you see just that little bit of hesitation, Greg, made all the difference. And now the turnover on down. Well, that's a hesitation by Parks just right there.
The lineman just getting that hand up. Oh, beautiful.
And this time,
bruise and run by Martinez to start this drive. I think
that was Frankert actually on the run. Frankert. The quarterback picks up 11 on the carry. Kellen Frankert. That's the dual threat that they present, because, I mean, that kid's got an arm, but, man, when he's back there in the backfield, he's such a punishing runner, Tommy. He's going to bring a different element to that offense next year when Braylon Martinez is no longer in that backfield. I mean, with him and Jacoby Ellis in the same backfield, pick your poison.
That's exactly what Calatrulio has been plugging away at this season.
Hand off to Martinez.
Triple threat in the backfield.
Counter play. This one's left side for about 4, up to the 46.
And here in this Week 12 matchup, here in a little bit, we'll get to what got these guys here during our player spotlight.
9:28 left to play here in the first half. It's 6-0 Chieftains on top here in Bascom. In this Region 22 quarterfinal in Division 6 of Ohio State football. 2nd and 6, hand off to Martinez. He bounces it left, but Jackson Gayhart wraps him up after just a 1-yard gain. Game day updates are brought to you by SS Cleaning Services, owned by Tiffin native and proud Hopewell-Loudon alum Shelby Sauber. They've been a trusted, bonded, and insured cleaning provider in our community for 6 years. This game day update once again brought to you by SS Cleaning Services as Mohawk on top of Macomb 7-6. The Panthers just added 6 points to the scoreboard. You can find that game over on the X stream on YouTube. Ellis drops back, heaves it over the middle. It's complete.
Wow.
Franker on the reception, and he's got it down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Tommy, he can do it all.
Yeah, he's going to flip-flop and fly for an extra set of yards there.
So Kellen Franker shows you the wheels, shows you the hands, and he's showing you the arm here tonight. Swiss Army knife.
Just caught the very end of that one there as he does a little flip.
A little sonic roll.
That's worth watching again.
1st and 10, Chieftains. Empty backfield. Martinez going to keep it. Little wildcat look. And he's into the open to the 5 and into the end zone. Braylon Martinez from 21 yards out punches it in for another touchdown. Brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics.
Martinez with just a little juke and jive finds his way up to the B gap, now to the outside edge and into the open field for a huge touchdown. And now these Chieftains put it out that much further. You got a 12-point lead, 13 pending this extra point here. Hey, it looks like they're gonna go for two again after their last 2-point conversion attempt failed.
Ellis in the pistol formation here.
Oh!
Slings it into the end zone, and
Wow.
It is caught. And they say the 2-point conversion is good. They cross the goal line.
Yeah, Tigers had a beat on the ball. And in the face of some huge pressure, able to get that one away, Greg. Look right here, the 3 technique.
Yeah, his ability to throw that one right into the breadbasket.
Actually, linebacker comes right through the A gap, right in the face. And undeterred is Jacoby Ellis as he connects for the 2-point conversion, making this a true 2-possession ball game.
So the Chieftains just got to the edge of the Bascom Communications red zone, and then Braylon Martinez says, 21 yards, 20, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna take this one all by myself. Direct snap into the end zone for 21-yard touchdown run. Chieftains on top 14-0.
Well, Nate, if you're the Seneca East Tigers, you got to play like you've been here before. And these Tigers, they don't have any excuse. They have been here before. As the Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. player spotlight, Seneca East Tiger King coach Ed Phillips, his 16th season as the Tigers head coach, almost a decade of playoff experience. He took over in 2014, and from 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, he's made the playoff and included a regional championship in 2018.
I didn't know Coach had that tat, man. I never knew. I'm going to have to tell him he's got to show me that sometime.
There's your player spotlight, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink, as the Chieftains kick off.
Oh, the Tigers are going to have to fall on top of it as that one stayed in bounds.
Oh, my God.
They were hoping and wishing that it was going to go out of bounds, but it never did. Tommy just stayed in bounds right down the sideline.
Was he trying to do the classic put your feet out of bounds and touch the ball thing?
Yeah.
I saw him kind of looking at the ref like, hey, doesn't that count as kicking it out of bounds?
I think they're going to have a little discussion there.
I think that actually is correct, but I don't think he was out of bounds when he touched it first. You have to be out of bounds and then touch the ball. So the ball will start at the Tigers will start at the 10-yard line.
2 out of their 3 drives was definitely unenviable field position to start. The first drive, or the second drive, came from behind the 1-yard line. This drive from the 10.
1st and 10.
Chasing a 14-point lead.
Parks in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. That's Young. They sling it to him out of the backfield. Young sets up some blockers, spins out of a tackle close to the 20-yard line before he's brought down. And that'll be about 9 on the play, close to the first down. Tommy, keys to the game tonight brought to you by our friends at Webster Industries. Boy, if you're the Tigers, I think the key for me, for this Tigers team, they got to get out to an early lead, and already it's a 14-0 game. But from here on out, I think if you had to ask me what the key for this Tigers team is, they got to come up with some turnovers. They have to. That's the only way you can get into this game. Hopewell-Loudon has turned the ball over quite a bit this season, as I think they had 15 turnovers on the year, so that's something that you can hopefully take advantage of, but you got to find a way to get that ball and get it back, as Nicholas Parks extends the play and runs it up to about the 26-yard line, good for 6 and a first down.
And to tag on to that Webster keys to the game, the Seneca East Tigers, they need to give Parks time to cook. They need to allow him a chance to make something happen without letting him be so rigid in the pocket. He's instantly forced to roll out a lot of times to the detriment to a lot of defenses, which keep the Seneca East Tigers into this game. But a lot of times they face a lot of down and distance situations.
They sling it out to the right, and that's incomplete, as that one was intended for Aiden Zach. Now for the Chieftains, you talk keys to the game for this Chieftains squad. I mean, business as usual, Tommy. They got a home playoff game. They got the home crowd on their side. They took care of business last week against Margaretta. I mean, you just got to keep doing what you've been doing. And I think it really starts with the defense. That's their calling card this year. This defense has stood tall all year long, and that's how they're going to make their butter tonight. If they're going to come away with a win, this defense is going to be the key, and already you had a special teams touchdown in this one.
And in my opinion, 6:35 remaining here in this first half of action, these Seneca East Tigers, they're still trying to get out of the gate.
Yep.
They just really haven't had a chance to gain any momentum or get any rhythm.
A lot of these are timing passes, and they're just not, the timing's not there, Tommy. Like, he's trying to catch his guys right out of breaks, and it's just a little too soon or a little too late for his guy, or a little too, it's got to dial it in. Got to lock in. Parks brings a man in motion. That's Young. They fake it to him. Nicholas Parks over the middle has a man. That's Gayhart at the first down marker. And he's out of bounds, but that 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice check down.
That's good for a first down. First down's brought to you by Greene'S Plumbing. And the Tigers pick up another first down to the 44-yard line. And this is key, Tommy. They got to get some points on the board here before halftime. You got to try to make this a one-score game.
Yeah, how fitting that Greene'S Plumbing and Electric first down, as that drive's starting to circle the drain after a huge 3rd and 10 conversion.
Parks over the middle. Got his man. Beamer to the 40, 35, down to the 30-yard line. Bryler Beamer. What a snag right out of the air, Tommy. Snatch it up.
A gain of 24 on that reception by Beamer. And that's what I'm liking out of Parks. Your first string of plays saw a lot of rollout, a lot of RPO type situations, a lot of quick draws. Now when you open up that passing game, give them a little bit of time in the pocket.
Yeah.
Let the play develop.
Empty backfield here for Nicholas Parks.
Now this one will be the read.
They fake it to the motion man. Parks rolls to his right, slings it over the middle, and it's picked off. Intercepted at the 19-yard line by Jack Calatrulio. And that's a turnover brought to you by Relax and Revive Salon and Spa.
And not the defense you want to turn the ball over against.
Not at all.
As the Chieftains turned one turnover into points already. Now after the Seneca East Tigers were driving, another drive stalls out due to the turnover.
And Parks, first team quarterback in the N10. But that's one thing that he did have some issues with this year, Tommy, is turning the ball over. As in that Week 10 game against Mohawk, 5 interceptions as Ellis slings it over the middle, and it's caught. Are they going to say he caught it? What a catch by Jack Calatrulio. Tigers are like, no, hang on a second. That one hit the ground. Calatrulio, he hopped up like, no, I got that. And that's what the referee said. Catch is the call.
Let's take a look here, guys.
Once again, replay brought to you by TIELL's Financial Group. Ellis. Oh, that was good. That's a catch, baby.
I didn't see it come out.
I didn't see it come out till the very end. And by that time, hey, you got it. It's in the breadbasket. You're down. That's first down. First down brought to you by Greene'S Plumbing. Martinez once again on the Wildcat look. This time, Tiger defense right there to stop him after just a couple yard gain. But they do move it inside Tiger territory.
I like how unabashed the Chieftains are. I thought on that coming out on that drive, what I thought you would have with that conversation with the quarterback is, here, we got another free drive, did not turn the ball over, and they load up on the first play and deliver a dart at midfield. Chieftains, if they're going to be gifted a possession, they're just going to keep their foot on the gas.
Talk about having trust in your players.
Jacoby Ellis rolls to the right, slings it down the field, got his man past the first down marker, up to the 37, about the 38-yard line. And that one caught by Matthew Wyman for a Chieftains first down.
You talk about having trust in your players, Greg. In this Diamond Signs and Graphic 8 Players Spotlight, you'll exactly see why. You got to acknowledge the undefeated Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains sitting at the head of the table as this defense has allowed 15 points, as we talked about, 2.5 points per game, all 15. Coming against Margaretta, and you see just the production there by this offense.
This time the handoff, actually quarterback keeper for Kellen Franker as he's got it up to the 35-yard line. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 coming up. Make sure you stick around for the halftime show as we've got the marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music. We'll break down this exciting first half. We'll talk about some of the updates from around the area as we got a lot of local teams still in action this week here in round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs. Kellen Franker, handoff, Martinez up the middle. He's got it close to the first down marker, down to the 30-yard line. 3rd down and short. 3rd and about 2 coming up here.
That's a nice job by Rathburn, not allowing himself to get turned out on the edge. He's able to make a way back inside to make a stop before that one went for more.
Once again, game day updates brought to you by SS Cleaning Services. Patrick Henry leading Carey 21-0. Winner of that game would face the winner of this game here tonight. So that's what we got to keep an eye on. As Kellen Frankert on the quarterback keeper. Ball on the ground. And I think the Chieftains end up falling on top of it. They do. Heads up play.
Will they recover enough for the first down?
And that'll move the chains. First down brought to you by Greene'S Plumbing. Another game day update brought to you by SS Cleaning as Mohawk on top of Macomb, 14-7. You can find that game over on the X Stream. Search heartofohiosports.com. Click on the Watch Live tab. You can find both games live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Kellen Franker in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, going to keep it off the right side. Tried to find some running room, but that Seneca East defense violently came up to close that gap.
I've seen Gayhart there and Justin Ryder.
Boy, he packs a thump when he comes. When he comes downhill, ain't nobody trying to stand in that train's way. All N10 offense and defense this year for Jackson Gayhart.
Yeah, he definitely want to go the other way when he's running downhill. I believe Iron Maiden wrote a song about it.
That's right. The timeout called on the field. Seneca East takes a timeout. Timeout's brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Take a moment and thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Greene'S Plumbing and Heating, REDLINE Lawn Care, TIELL Financial Group, SS Cleaning Services, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, Forte Music, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, Relax and Revive Salon and Spa, Webster Industries, the Advertiser Tribune, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Seneca East Athletic Boosters, Bascom Communications, Landers Strength Syndicate, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and Fiesel's Frame and Collision, all proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Second down coming up for the Chieftains. Ball at the 23-yard line. Ellis back to pass, slings it right side, incomplete. Right through the hands of his intended receiver, Jack Colatrulio. You don't see him drop too many of those, Tommy.
I don't like how any of that play really went. It just kind of seemed like, I lost control of the ball there a little bit. Dug his foot into the dirt and just planted the tater.
Is that how you plant taters? With your foot? Third down coming up. Shotgun set. 4 receivers. Kellen Frankert and Jacoby Ellis in the backfield. Ellis takes the snap. Looking. Has pressures. Got to roll to his right. Looking. Slings it. And it's incomplete at his receiver's feet.
That's the heads-up play. Just unable to get anything going there. And a huge stand by the Tigers.
Big fourth down here, Tommy. Fourth down and 10. The ball at the 23-yard line. Chieftains have a 14-point lead. These Tigers, they get a stop here. This is,
this very well could be one of the play of the game.
Turning point right here if you can get a stop. Well, these Chieftains want to keep this drive going. 4th and 10. Tigers shift the defensive line. I think they're going to take a timeout. We'll see.
Oh, look at how
that's
these
the call.
Tigers.
Timeout called on the field.
These Tigers take a staggered look. That way the Chieftains couldn't get a clear look at what they're coming out in.
This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. It gives me time to tell you about our friends at Greene'S Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Folks, I'm telling you, they're your trusted choice in Tiffin, Ohio for all things home comfort. From plumbing repairs to heating, cooling, and electrical needs, Greene'S has been serving our community with quality you can count on for over 20 years. Call Greene'S today for reliable, efficient, and friendly service. Greene'S Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, keeping your home running right. Fourth down coming up here, Tommy. What's the call?
Well, this situation, again, you got a 14-point lead, less than a minute and a half. You kick to start this one. You're going to get the ball coming out on the half. It's one of those situations where you don't.
You're danged if you do, you're danged if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you do the conservative thing here? I'm not so sure because your defense has just been so dominant.
Yep.
So it allows you to gamble a little bit more.
You're absolutely right. And if you don't convert here, they still got to go 70-some yards to pick up points before halftime. And now a timeout. This chess match here between two veteran coaches here, as both these coaches probably forgot more about football than either of us know, Tommy.
Absolutely.
Nice chess match going on here between Brian Calatrulio and Ed Phillips.
Take this moment. You want to talk about the Observer? Remind everybody to check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. That dropped today, folks. You got to check it out. Every Friday, if you're looking to catch up on what's going on in the area and our coverage area, check out Josh Morgrett's Heart of Ohio Sports Observer. Once again, on heartofohiosports.com. This week, he broke down all the area teams in our coverage area that are still alive. And then you get a peek at our coverage for this weekend, as we've got a trifecta of coverage on Heart of Ohio Sports. As tomorrow night, we've got more high school football playoffs, as Tiffin Calvert will be in action against Delphus St. John's live from Frost County Stadium. That one's a little bit of a weird kickoff. 5 o'clock kickoff from Frost County Stadium tomorrow night.
And I believe that one's anyone's to take is St. John's playing with house money after playing spoiler on the road.
And you take a look at their schedule, and that one-loss record's kind of deceiving.
Oh, wow.
Slings it over the middle, and it's going to be right at the first down marker. They do pick up the first.
Wow.
What a pitch and catch. And a flag flies in at the end of the play. I don't know what that one was from or for, but I don't think the referee liked what was said from someone on Seneca East's side. Unsportsmanlike on the Tigers. And that's not what you want, Tommy. You just gave up a 4th down conversion, and now you're making it even harder on yourself.
Yeah, you got to keep your words soft and sweet in case you got to eat them later. And when you're down there jawing after giving up a huge play, again, your game does all the talking you need.
Chieftains have it inside the Bascom Communications red zone.
But you just can't help but feel the frustration. Now it looks like they're
Are they going to wave it off?
wave it off. He said freak.
Yeah. I said, gosh darn.
That's interesting.
I don't know what's going on here. There's a lot of discussion going on here. 1:05 left to play here in the first half. Folks, tonight's Player of the Game is brought to you by REDLINE Lawn Care, the experts in keeping your lawn looking its best. From mowing and trimming to landscaping and seasonal cleanups, REDLINE Lawn Care handles it all with precision and care. Give your lawn the attention it deserves with REDLINE Lawn Care, where quality meets reliability. And they are going to bring the chains out. Okay, hang on.
Wow.
Hang on just a second. Did that kid just complain to the referee, get a flag called on him about the spot of the ball? Then the referee picks up the flag and decides, you know what, you were right. Let's go ahead and measure that. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
Short.
And it's short.
It's
wow.
short.
That's what they were saying.
Wow.
The Tigers.
The Tigers.
Turnover.
I've never seen that happen in all my career of calling football games. Never seen a player on the field influence a referee to call out the chains for measurement. Never seen it happen.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Is it the NBA, Nate?
I just did they have a challenge in their back pocket? I don't know.
Wow.
So they pick up their flag. And they pick up their call.
Oh, wait a second. No. They're saying, look at the chains down there, don't even know what's going on.
No,
they're still lined up like it's Hopewell ball. And now the chains have to set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was,
wow.
It was not even as close as I thought it was initially. So,
what a crazy turn of events.
So are they going to... So the unsportsmanlike is still enforced. Man, this is what is going on here?
It should have been enforced on the play.
What is even going on here?
So what they're saying is that they did not get the first down, and then they enforced the penalty after the turnover.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
I've never seen that happen before.
that's what
Parks
just
back to pass. Gonna step up, take off with it.
Minute 5.5. But the Tigers can breathe a huge sigh of relief, well, depending how these next 55 seconds go. But, man, you talk about getting bailed out. There's no other way to call it.
Wow.
That is a huge sigh of relief for the Tigers side, as they just got to hold on for this last minute and get out of the half.
Parks on the quarterback keeper picks up the first down. That'll move the chains.
I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
I would rather.
That's a victory.
I'd rather just reset the table, lick my wounds into the locker room in this first half than be down 3 scores. Come out of the locker room chasing a 2-score lead.
Well, and you got momentum now.
Yeah.
After you get that stop, now you have momentum, and you take that into the locker room. Just don't do anything crazy here. Run the ball one more time.
They're not too urgent to the line.
1st and 10, 15 seconds left here in the first half.
I'm just speechless.
What a turn of events here at the end of the first half. Chieftains had it, and looking like they were going to score, but that's the end of the first half. Chieftains on top, 14-0, but the Tigers come up with a big stop before the end of the half, and we go to the halftime. Once again, your score 14-0. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We got the halftime marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Taking us back to 1969, this Motown hit was the debut single of the Jackson 5, featuring a young Michael Jackson's soulful voice. I Want You Back is a reminder of why the Jackson 5 remains one of the most beloved musical groups of all time. Michael Jackson tribute with a catchy bass line and edgy vibe. This piece is one of Michael Jackson's most famous tracks from his 1987 album, Bad. Here is Smooth Criminal. tonight. Go Tigers! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains marching band to the field. Tonight's show will feature selections by music icon Taylor Swift. In the past year, Taylor has gotten a lot of attention for her presence at Chiefs games. This is not the first time she has had a role in a big-time football game. In 2017, she had a promo for the opening track of her Reputation album leading up to the Alabama-Florida State game. Ready for it? To collaborate with Taylor. Our next selection celebrates our individuality while encouraging our youth to become great spellers. Here is Me.
a while. For some band members, this is a highlight, but others may wish we could just skip them. Through the marching band experience, we have learned that it is okay to step out of our comfort zone. In her 1989 album, Taylor did just that while showing off her dancing skills. We will conclude tonight's show with Shake It Off, featuring choreography by one of our very own Swifties, Laney 9. like to thank the Seneca East Band for performing tonight. We would also like to thank the Hopewell-Loudon community for their continued support of the Chieftain Band. Go Chieftains! You're our favorite.
Stay right here. You're locked in on Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, Bascom Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Bascom Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Bascom Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Bascom Communications for more information.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, but you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Chieftains Field here in Bascom, Ohio, for this Region 22 Division 6 quarterfinal matchup between the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains and the Seneca East Tigers. We're at halftime as the Chieftains hold on to a 14-0 advantage as we went to the locker room, Tommy, but just before the end of the first half, some theatrics, as there was a little bit of a confusion between the referees and how they were going to look like a first down signaled at first, an unsportsmanlike conduct. Obviously, that's a dead ball penalty, so they assessed the penalty. They came out, they measured for the first down. It was not, they did not get the first down. Seneca East gets the ball on the turnover on downs, but what a big stop for that Tigers defense to stop that Chieftains offense, because, Tommy, that whole first half, this Chieftains offense really, they did what they wanted to against that Tigers defense.
Yeah, it was potentially a 3-score game going into the locker room with Hopewell-Loudon getting the ball coming out in the half. And that was not the case as the Seneca East Tigers able to hold on strong throughout the last few, it was literally the last minute of that first half to where they were able to go into the locker room, take a big sigh of relief.
Well, I'm breathing a sigh of relief because this is my favorite part of the show here, partner. It's time for this week's Words of Wisdom. Lay it on us, partner. The wise words of Nostradamus.
Well, you're not going to get any sigh of relief or any reprieve from this Hopewell-Loudon defense, as we talked about at the top of the pregame. 2.5 points allowed per game, and I don't see anything changing for these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains as they have a commanding 2-possession lead, and these Tigers, they got a lot of groundwork to make up in 24 minutes. So again, you could be a betting man, you could be Nostradamus and be able to look into the future, but that's not necessarily all you need to do here in the second half, as these Tigers, again, they're going to have their work cut out for them against the number 1 defense and these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. And these Chieftains, they just got to keep their foot on the pedal offensively, put drives together and put points on the board, and they'll be able to advance to the next round. But these Senecas, again, it doesn't, Nostradamus's words of wisdom for these Seneca East Tigers is to make hay while the sun shines, because the sun's starting to set on you. And these Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, they're looking to close in on victory here at home.
Absolutely right, Tommy. Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors before we get to the second half, as we're just about ready to start. We're about a minute away from the start of the second half. Let's thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank XCARET Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Greene'S Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, REDLINE Lawn Care, TIELL Financial Group, SS Cleaning Services, Heather Hunker, Travel Advisor with Magical Moments Vacations, FORTE Music, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, Relax and Revive Salon and Spa, Webster Industries, The Advertiser Tribune, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Seneca East Athletic Boosters, Bascom Communications, Landers Strength Syndicate, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, and Fiesel's Frame and Collision. All proud sponsors right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll check in with our sideline reporter, Eric Hall, here in just a minute, as he's got our weather report. Of course, weather report tonight is brought to you by our friends at Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. But
and all these community-minded sponsors, they're the reason why you're able to watch this Division 6 Region 22 playoff matchup live and paywall free. So do us a favor, like, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends, hey, we got the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains and the Tigers on Heart of Ohio Sports, and there's no paywall to watch it. It's just easy access, or go to our page, heartofohiosports.com, and catch the live links, 2 of them, Adrenaline Stream and the X Stream going on simultaneously.
And the X Stream boys over in Sycamore, as the Mohawk Warriors taking on the Macomb Panthers in that Division 7 Region 26 quarterfinal. We're here for this Division 6 Region 22 quarterfinal. Just about set for the kickoff of the second half, as the Tigers will kick it off to the Chieftains. And that's important, Tommy. The end of that first half stop is that much more important when you consider Chieftains get the ball back here. Kickoff fielded at the 10-yard line. Martinez on the return, follows his blockers, and he's got it up past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And these kickers, they're the only ones that get the luxury of wearing a hooded sweatshirt under the pads.
We'll send it down to our sideline reporter, Eric Hall, as he's got our weather report.
I was just about to say, speaking of braving the elements, Eric down there on the sideline.
Our weather report brought to you by Heather Hunker, travel advisor with Magical Moments Vacations. Of course, you better check the weather before you go anywhere. Eric, what's it like here at the start of the second half?
It's dropped a little bit, 49 degrees here, but it feels a little colder than it did at the beginning of the game. So keep them high hands going on your hands. Don't want to get them cold fingers going for the receivers.
What are you going to do about your legs?
That's what the socks are for, Nate. Come on, man.
What are those, Beetlejuice socks this week, huh?
No, it's a Ninja Turtle.
Kellen Frankert going to keep it off the left side. Picks up maybe a yard before he's brought down by Mason Holmer. Just a 1-yard gain there by Kellen Frankert. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Cool, crisp autumn air. The smell of bonfire. It's definitely postseason football here in Northwest Ohio. It's in the gun.
They sling it left side. That one intended for number 5, Evan Elrick. Falls to the turf, incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up.
And this is a huge defensive drive by these Tigers. They need to force a punt here, especially on this first possession. Coming out of the locker room, get a good stop. You're able to capitalize on the good momentum going into the half. Carry that out with you here with a huge defensive stand on 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Ellis slings it right side, complete to his receiver, Martinez, with the catch, and he's got the first down. But boy, he is rocked right as soon as he got to that first down marker.
What a spin move.
Slow to get up. I don't think the spin move was on purpose, Greg.
I thought he hit the old spin move there to get the extra yards and avoid being tackled there. I thought it was a smooth move there. Of course I didn't have to replay.
And this Chieftains offense, they just grind on you, man.
On a first down, brought to you by our friends at Greene's Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Frankert, he's going to keep it. And he bounces off a tackle, carries it forward, and, oh, man, he just absolutely buries his shoulder into the tackler, Taylor Young, right at the first down marker. They'll mark him a yard short.
See here on the TIELL Financial Group replay, just that second effort. When you lower your shoulder, again, even if you fall on your face, you're still falling forward. And that time, it was enough to bring up 2nd and 1 now with the ball at midfield.
3 receivers set. You fake the handoff. Frankert's going to keep it right side. He's got the first, and now he's trying to find the edge for more. Brought down from behind by Taylor Young. But that should be good enough to move the chains. Another Greene's Plumbing first down. Let's take a look at a game day update brought to you by SS Cleaning Services. As over on the X stream, you can find the Mohawk versus Macomb game. That Mohawk Warriors team still leading 14-6 over the Panthers. We'll keep our eye on that one throughout that one, and you can also keep your eye on it as well. Head over to heartofohiosports.com. Click on the Watch Live tab. Both games live and paywall free. Pistol formation. Ellis with the handoff. Martinez follows his blockers, carries it forward, and he's got it past the 40 down to the 38-yard line, close to another first down.
You hit the nail on the head with that one. Just follow your blocks. That's exactly what Martinez did.
Some more game day updates as, of course, today the Calvert Seneca's volleyball team was in action in the state final against Fort Laramie, where they fell in 3 straight sets. But I'll tell you what, that Calvert team, that's the first game they lost all season, was in the state championship game. What an amazing season the Senecas had once again. Back-to-back state runner-ups for the Tiffin Calvert Senecas. 2nd and 3. Kellen Frankert off the right side, got the first down. Just effective, efficient running here, Tommy, from this Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains offense.
Well, that's what this offense does, Nate. We've seen this all year. They just grind on you, especially when they're ahead like this. They have no reason to hurry or do anything but run their game.
Methodical in their approach.
Yeah, when you're able to pick up chunk yardage like that, 3 or 4 at a time, it's up to the defense to stop it. Just keep going to the well with it. Now these Chieftains continue to advance.
Frankert fakes the handoff, sets up the screen left side for Colatrulio, but the defense was all over it. Nice read by that defensive line.
You've seen them all kind of twist back after making the read on that screen.
Brett Martin on the stop for the Tigers. Chieftains facing a 2nd down and 9 with the ball at the 34-yard line, not the 33. Kellen Frankert takes the snap, going to keep it up the middle. And he's got it down near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 31. Picks up 2, sets him up with a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. But, Tommy, these Chieftains, they've had quite a few 3rd and long situations here today, but it really hasn't stopped them at all.
No, again, they usually, after they're running their first down play, their second down play, when they see what their down and distance situation is, that script becomes that much longer. And now the defense has got to be reeling on their toes, awaiting with what these Chieftains are going to throw at them next.
3 receivers set. They bring a man in motion. That's Braylon Martinez. Ellis sets up the screen, and they got Wyatt Crow. And Crow picks up the first down to the 20-yard line. And they set up the tight end screen beautifully there, Tommy. That's taking advantage of a very aggressive Seneca East defensive line. They've been aggressive. They've been getting into the backfield. Yeah, so they just used their own momentum against them.
I was going to say, and the overzealous defense forced to eat crow on that one as the Chieftains reset the chains. Now continuing the march. 14-0 lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Kellen Frankert going to keep it off the left side.
Bounces it to the outside.
And he's got it down inside the 15. They'll mark him at the 13-yard line. Picks up 7, maybe 8 yards. And that's, Tommy, they've been consistent. They've been winning first down. And that's key for this Chieftains team if they're going to be successful here tonight. Set your sophomore quarterback up with manageable 2nd down situations.
These Chieftains continue to drive into the red zone. It's one of those feelings if you're on the Tigers defense, the water's starting to feel a little cold. You might be running into an iceberg known as the Chieftains.
2nd and 3. Ellis takes the snap, handoff. Martinez, left side. Follows his blocks. Oh, what a move by Braylon Martinez! I mean, You want to talk about a juke move? I thought his ankle was hurt, Tommy. Somebody told me his ankle was hurt. It looked like he was breaking ankles out there.
Yeah. Well, in week 12, everything's going to hurt as the moves out of a video game.
Watch this, folks.
Here by Martinez.
Making the last man miss right there.
Wow. And left Braden Robinson grabbing for straws there. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be Braden Robinson in that situation, though, man.
Yeah,
that one blocked. The extra point attempt blocked. And that score will remain 20-0.
Well, you come out of the locker room for the second half of action. The Seneca East Tigers forced the Chieftains into a 3rd and 9 situation. Quick, what you thought was going to be a quick 3 and out turned into be a huge drive by these Chieftains to extend this lead now, 20-0.
Let me tell you about our friends at Webster Industries. At Webster Industries in Tiffin, they've been proudly making the chains, sprockets, and equipment that power industries across America since 1876. From automotive to food processing, Webster's products keep things moving. Looking for a new career? Visit websterchain.com today and learn more about how to apply at Webster Industries, powering progress across essential industries.
Yeah, these Chieftains, they look like they're powered by Webster as they just keep moving and extending this lead out. Like we talked about, 20-0 here. The Chieftains, well, these Tigers, they got to wake up, Nate.
It's easier said than done against this Chieftain squad. Tommy, they hung 43 on Margaretta last week, and I think that was before they even got to the locker room.
These Tigers, they're no stranger to scoring as they put a thumping on Western Reserve last week in that opening round of the playoffs.
Yeah, but nobody's hung more than 22 on this Chieftain squad all year, and that was back in week 1 with Carey.
Ooh, that's a good point. You don't want to get this lead too extended because you already got enough room.
Uh-oh. Lost our camera. There it is.
You already got a lot of ground to make up here in the second half.
Return man brings it up to the 33-yard line. And I believe
that's Nicholas Parks.
That was Nicholas Parks on the return. Not very often you see your quarterback back as the return man, Tommy.
On some of these rural schools, you don't have the luxury of a true 22. You got a lot of these guys playing both ways, playing all three phases of the game too.
Well, as Ed Phillips says, we don't have running backs or quarterbacks or wide receivers. We have ball players. We have ball carriers and blockers.
Yeah, it's definitely an Ed Phillippism.
4 receivers set. Nicholas Parks.
I don't know what that was.
Faked the handoff. Now he keeps it up the middle, and he's got it up past the 40 to the 42-yard line. Tried to trick that defensive line.
Anyway. Bowling shoe ugly play. Catches the defense sleeping or confused, but it's enough for a Tigers first down, presented by Green's Plumbing and Electric.
First and 10. 2 receivers bunched on each side of the formation. They send Taylor Young all by himself to the right.
Parks. They're going to take a shot downfield.
Taking shot down the right sideline, and it's incomplete. Intended for Taylor Young, with Matthew Wyman step for step in coverage. Eric, you were right there, down there on the sideline. That was a lot of hands between both guys there. I mean, maybe some Seneca East fans might have wanted that call, but they're just going to let him play down there.
Yeah, it looked like the Seneca East defender kind of gave him a bump there. And I kind of looked at the ref for the flag, and it looked like a pretty it was a good play. I don't think there was any too much on either side.
It's two athletes battling it down the sideline.
Parks, back to pass, steps up, over the middle, incomplete. Well, that was dangerous territory. As he was looking for Aiden Zach
Parks
or Taylor Young.
He's forced to come back up into the pocket. And I know it's a 20-0 ball game, and these Chieftains are going to give you all you can handle. In some respects, it's almost like man, you're loading up 3 huge reception or passes downfield. It's like you can still use your offense. Cut this down to a 2-possession game, and you reset the table pretty quick. The home run ball, though, ain't going to do it. But 3rd and 10 now.
Parks rolls to the left. Looking, going to take off, going to run with it. And he picks up about 5, but that's going to be well short of the first down. 4th and about 5 coming up.
Now they'll consider what to do here on 4th and 4.
Ball at the 48. I think they're going to keep the offense on the field here. Again, 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Parks in the shotgun.
Putting a lot of eggs in a basket here.
Parks over the middle, and it is tipped at the line. And recovered by the Tigers, but not able to make it to the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, that's been about the 3rd time Parks has tried to pass from inside the pocket. And that defensive line is just giving him the Baker Mayfield treatment tonight, Tommy.
Yeah, the 5'9" QB. Forced to throw over the middle like that. Again, all you got to do if you can't get that penetration right off the rip, if you're a defensive player, just get those big paws up.
That's right. And it has led to some success here tonight for the Chieftains. They lead 20-0, take over at the Tigers' 48-yard line. Shotgun. Frankert on the keeper. And he's got it down near the 40 to the 41.
And if you ain't got an answer for that inside zone or that outside zone run, it's going to be a long night. And the Chieftains with a chance to open this one up. After the Tigers, another turnover at midfield.
Second down and 3. But I feel like every time we say second down, it's like second down and 3, second down and 2, second down and 4. There's very manageable situations tonight.
It's called game management, too.
Kellen Frankert, quarterback keeper. Oh boy, he lowers his shoulder and delivers the blow at the end of the run to Taylor Young.
And it's a different story where you can spread the love and you don't just have one bell cow running back to carry the load, tire them out. I mean, these Chieftains, they're able to just create instant offense, and they can get the ball into any playmaker's hands.
The 1st and 10, first down brought to you by Greene'S Plumbing. 3 receivers here on the near side. They bring Braylon Martinez in motion. Now, Kellen Frankert's going to keep it off the left side. And he's got some running room. Give him 5 on the first down carry. Well, this young man's about as tough as a $2 steak, Tommy. This Kellen Frankert. Yeah, he's showing you what he's made of.
I was going to say, he's really come into his own. Showing up in the postseason in rare form.
Just a sophomore. Both these quarterbacks just sophomores here for Hopewell-Loudon. Some say when you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none, but not this team. I'll tell you, this is a completely different look.
Yeah, they got a utility knife.
Ellis, handoff, Martinez. And he's going to be brought down right about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain on the play. Jackson Gayhart on the stop for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's just like coming to Bascom on the 4th of July. You're not going to see a lot of fireworks. That's a lot of, like this offense here. You're not going to see too many fireworks. You're just going to see up-tempo. You're going to see just this team play smash-mouth football and grind on you for 48 minutes.
Jacoby Ellis slings it right side, and it's tipped, incomplete, intended for Jack Calatrulio. And we'll probably see the offense stay on the field here on this 4th and 4. A lot of first-teamers in the All-SBC River for this Hopewell-Loudon squad. 7 first-team offense, 6 first-team defense. 4 of those players both ways. A lot of talent on this Hopewell-Loudon squad. And a lot of youth as well. Strong senior class. But, man, when you talk about some of the youth on this team, they're going to have a strong class coming back next year. 4th and 4. Ellis back to pass. Steps up into the middle. And it's tipped at the line. Incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. The Tigers will take over at their own 23-yard line. That turnover brought to you by Relax and Revive Salon and Spa. But Tommy,
that's a great job by the Tigers.
They needed that.
Not giving up on that drive, especially as the Chieftains were marching. They have a kicking game.
That's right.
And forced to go for it on 4th down, and a turnover by the Chieftains. Now give the Tigers another chance at it, another bite at the apple, if you will.
Shotgun formation. Taylor Young, the man in motion. They fake it to him. Now a little shovel pass. As that one's going to be good for a couple yards to Jackson Gayhart. Try to catch the defense sleeping, but Tommy, you're not gonna catch this defense off guard. I think if anybody's gonna beat this Hopewell team this year, it's gonna be you're gonna have to beat them with physicality because you're not gonna confuse this team. They sling it out of the backfield. Taylor Young on the reception, and once again that Hopewell defense all over it.
And I think in these situations, as this 3rd quarter will come to a close, we'll go into that as we kick off the 4th quarter here from Bascom.
We'll step aside, take a timeout, don't go anywhere. The 4th quarter coming to you next. Playoff football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Bascom, Ohio. 4th quarter starts, 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. Parks slings it down the field, and it is caught. Boy, he threaded the needle. You want to talk about throwing a pea through a keyhole right there, Tommy. Found his man, Bryler Beamer, for a 1st down on 3rd and long.
Well, before we went to the break, I kind of question, is this the time you just run your normal offense when you're trying to chase this lead? Or do you try to get the defense off kilter and maybe run a little up-tempo, maybe some 2-minute, just to try to get yourself on the board and get this defense on its heels?
Parks back to pass, pump fakes, now rolls to the right, looking, steps up, slings it down the field, incomplete. Looking for Beamer once again. Had some air on that one, Tommy. That was about 50-yard travel distance there on that one.
Man trying to come down with a pass right between Martinez and Calatrulio.
Right.
Might have better luck sneaking Dawn past the Rooster and getting one over this defensive back. Or past this secondary.
Yeah, with how far that ball traveled, should have made travel plans with Heather Hunker. 2nd and 10. Parks back to pass, looking, steps up, rolls to the right, slings it, got his man, Taylor Young, at the 1st down marker.
Yeah.
We'll see if they got the first. They do indeed move the chains That's a Bascom Communications first down.
Yeah, a lot of ground to make up. 12 minutes left. It was 11:40 left here in the
Whoops.
in the game.
I said the wrong one, didn't I? First down brought to you by Green's Plumbing. My apologies, folks. Not Bascom Communications. They are our Red Zone sponsor tonight. First and 10. Parks slings it incomplete as he was looking for Justin Ryder around the 35-yard line. Put a little too much mustard on that one, kind of like my halftime hamburger.
Hamburger.
Eric, how's your cheeseburger?
Tastes like shredded chicken for some reason.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you ordered a cheeseburger. What'd you get?
Yeah, I got shredded chicken.
I don't know.
Actually, Eric, what was the temperature of that sandwich that you had? Bring us the weather.
I'm not sure what the perfect shredded chicken temperature is, but it was right there.
Right on. Second and long. Parks over the middle. Got his man Young once again. And Tommy, they're just working that little drag route right across the seam.
Yeah, Parks shredding that zone. Challenging the coverage there.
Greg, you like that route, don't you? That's
yeah.
one of your favorite routes in Madden.
Oh, yeah.
That little drag, come across the linebacker who's sitting. This is going to be an illegal procedure against the Tigers. Parks gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. And flag came in right at the beginning of the play, so it's either going to be illegal procedure against the Tigers or lined up offsides against the Chieftains, but I'm betting this is going against Seneca East. We'll see. False start. Or illegal shift.
Hold on a minute. Nicholas might go have a conversation with him and get it overturned.
Illegal procedure on the offense. That'll bring up a 1st and 15.
See Braden Robinson come in. Going to give him the Tigers 3 wide with Parks in the gun. He's just going to tuck and run here on 1st and 15, and he's going to get a huge chunk of yards back here, Nate.
Yeah, you only got about 3. Joe Ewald on the stop for the Chieftains, 2nd and long.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was the second set of sticks.
I do that all the time.
I do it too. They get behind the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Parks rolling to his right. Got to get rid of it. And he does indeed get rid of it.
Where?
Hit at the end of the play by Will Nutter and Joe Ewald. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long for these Tigers.
And even if you can get points on the board, if you're the Tigers, these Chieftains, they make you fight for an eternity to get it. I don't know if with 10 minutes, if you have all the time in the world to make that difference up. As
Nicholas Parks.
All the time in the world for Parks to throw,
slings
though.
it, and it's incomplete, intended for Justin Ryder. He would have had the first down, but great coverage on the play.
Yeah.
By the Chieftains.
And pops right back out.
4th down coming up. And Tommy, you got to figure this is probably, I mean, I hate saying it with 10 minutes left, but this is about the ball game here if you can't convert.
Yeah, need 3 scores. 10 minutes ain't a lot of time.
And you haven't been able to really stop this Hopewell team. I mean, you got a couple turnovers on downs, but, I mean, that was inside your own territory. I mean, they pushed it all the way down to the 25 before they turned it over, so.
This is about where the Seneca East Tigers drive stalled last time.
4th and long, fake the handoff, Parks over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Gayhart right around the 35.